Now we are going to start chapter number 4, Quadratic Equations, class 10th from NCERT. Let's start with the introduction first. So, a quadratic equation in the variable x is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. What are a, b and c here? A, b and c, they are real numbers. Also, a should not be equal to 0. Now what happens if a becomes 0? For example, if I am taking 0x square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Here I have taken the value of a as 0, right? Now, is this a quadratic equation? No, because this equation is same as writing 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So this 3x plus 2 equal to 0, it is not of this form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. That's why it is necessary that whenever we are writing the quadratic equation, the value of a should not be equal to 0. Now you might be wondering what is a, b and c here then. So a is over here the coefficient of x square. What do we mean by coefficient? The constant multiple of a variable that is called as coefficient. So the coefficient of x square is a here. Coefficient of x, that is b. And c is nothing but the constant term. So for example, if I am saying x square plus 4x plus 4 equal to 0, let's say this is my quadratic equation. Over here, compare it with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and try to find out the values of a, b and c. What is a? If you will compare these two, what is the value of a? A is the coefficient of x square, which is 1. What is the value of b then? B is the coefficient of x, which is 4. Now, what is c? C is basically the constant term. So, c is equals to 4. That's how we can find out whether an equation is a quadratic equation or not, and the possible values of a, b and c from the equation. Now, if you have any equation which is of the form p of x is equals to 0. What is p of x here? A polynomial having variable x. So p of x basically stands for a polynomial of variable x. Here p of x is a polynomial of degree 2. In this equation, p of x is a polynomial of degree 2. Now you might be wondering what is degree then. So degree is the highest exponent. Degree is the highest exponent. Let's say if you have an equation like this, x cube plus x square plus x equal to 0. Let's say this is your equation. Here what is the highest exponent of x? The highest exponent of x is 3, right? So for this equation, degree is 3. So that we have to understand what do we mean by degree. Degree is nothing but the highest exponent of the variable. So in case of quadratic equation, the polynomial p of x will have degree 2. The highest exponent of the variable should be 2. Hence it is called as quadratic equation. Now, when we write the terms of p of x, when we write down the terms of this polynomial in descending order, remember, in descending order, which means in the decreasing order. In the decreasing order of their degrees. Then we get the standard form of a quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here also a should not be equal to 0, and that's why this entire expression ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, it is called as the standard form of a quadratic equation. Now we are going to learn more about standard form of a quadratic equation. And if any equation is given, how can we say whether that is in a standard form or not? If it is not in standard form, how do we bring that in standard form? So let's go through that. As we know, standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where the rule is that a should not be equal to 0. Now, I'll give you some examples. Let's say you have been given an equation 3x square plus x equals to 3. Now, check it whether it is a quadratic equation or not. Yes, definitely it is a quadratic equation, right? Because the degree over here, the highest exponent of the variable x is 2. If you look at carefully, the highest exponent of x is 2 over here. And hence we can say degree is 2. So definitely it is a quadratic equation. Now, is it in standard form? No, right? Why is it not in standard form? Because this 3 which is present on the right hand side, it should be towards the left hand side, right? So we will try to make it in standard form by writing 3x square plus x minus 3 equal to 0. Now this quadratic equation is in the standard form, and on comparing it with the standard form, you can also write down the values of a, b and c. What is a for this equation? A value is the coefficient of x square, that is 3. What is the value of b? The coefficient of x. Since we have only x here, we can assume that b value will be equal to 1. Right? Now, what is c? C is the constant term. So, if you will compare both of them, you are going to get c value as minus 3. Now, let's take one more example. Let's say you have x minus 3 equal to minus 4x square. Now, looking at this equation, we have to first of all understand whether it is a quadratic equation or not. So, if you will try to look at the exponent of x, here it is 1. Here we do not have any x variable. Here, the exponent of x is 2. So, the highest exponent, if you will look at this equation, the highest exponent is 2. Hence, we can say degree is 2. So, definitely it is a quadratic equation. Now, is it in the standard form? No, right? It is not in the standard form. In order to bring it into standard form, what should we do? We should bring this minus 4x square from the right hand side towards left hand side. So, if we will bring it in standard form, we can write it down as 4x square plus x minus 3 equal to 0. Now, this is the standard form of the quadratic equation. We have seen that it is written in the descending order of the degree, right? So, if you will compare it with the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we can write down the coefficient of x square, a is equals to 4 here, the coefficient of x, b is equals to 1 here, and the constant term c is equals to minus 3 here.